All right, so in this video, we're just gonna cover, there's a couple parts to it, so I'll just make this a short video strictly on how candlesticks work. So candlesticks, right here, as you see, these are these little bars. How the candlesticks are structured are, if the candle is green, that means that the price went higher over that time frame. If the candle's red, it started and then it dropped lower. So the anatomy of a candle is very simple. It looks just like a candle, does it not? So there's a candle body, or what they call the real body. This is the candle itself. And then you have these things called wicks, just like a candle wick on a real candle. So they have a wick. Sometimes the wicks are on the top, sometimes they're on the bottom, sometimes there's no wick at all. How that works is when you have a green candle, we know that the price rose. So when the candle is green, you go to the bottom of the candle body. This is the opening price. And then the very top of the candle body, since the price rose, this is the closing price. Now, those wicks, they signify where the high and the low point of the price was during that time. So for instance, this red candle here, we know that since the green starts on the bottom and it closes on the top, there was more buying pressure, so the price rose. Now, red candles are the exact opposite. Red candles open at the very top of this candle body, and then they close at the bottom, since that means the price dropped. Now the wicks, they're the same across the board for green and red candles. The wicks just show this was the lowest point the price hit. So if you look at this dotted line and you follow it across here, that'll show you the price. So that way you get a good view as to where you're looking at. And then this shows where the price hit at the high point of that time. So that's how the candle bodies and how the candles are structured specifically. Each candle is represented by a specific time frame. So if you go up here in the top left corner, these are the time frames. So we're looking at the daily time frame, for instance, right now. Since it's on a daily time frame, we know that each candle represents one single day. So over the course of that one day, the candle will go up and down. If we zoom in over here to the current candle that we're on right now, you'll see that the candle is printing right now. It's red, so that shows that the candle opened here. And then as it opened, we had a little bit of a rise, but then sellers took over and then it pushed the price down and then it's still pushing down and it's currently right here. And then also during this time, we noticed the price drop and then it pushed up a little higher. So there is good buying and selling pressure right here in this range, but it's showing right now the price has dropped over this period of a daily chart we're looking at. Now to see how much left on the time frame is in this candle before it's completely printed and a new candle starts, if we scroll over here, so obviously this red dotted line shows where the price is currently at that given moment. If it's a green dotted line, then we know it's obviously the price is rising. So that'll change between red and green depending on what the price is doing. But you'll see the current price, and then more importantly, you're going to see this countdown clock right here. This shows how much time is left on the specific time frame you're looking at. So on this daily time frame, we know it counts down from 24 hours and then gets all the way down to 0, then a new candle starts. We have about 7 hours left. There's 6 hours, 58 minutes before a new candle starts. So that's important as you get into trading, because when candles print, that shows confirmation that the price is at a certain point, and that'll help you figure out what moves you need to make when you understand how to draw these patterns and how to build support and resistance levels on your chart. Now within those time frames, they're all the same chart. So you'll notice that on this big picture, because when you're on a daily time frame, you're zoomed out really far, you see a lot of the price, right? But there's a lot going on within this 24-hour period of a candle. The price is going up and down. So if we want to zoom in and see what more detail we can get out of that specific candle, let's go down to let's say the 15-minute chart. You're going to see a lot of candle, or how about we do the 1-hour chart actually? Because we know there's 24 hours in a day. That would mean instead of one candle on this daily chart, there's going to be 24 smaller candles. It's the same exact chart. Nothing has changed. You're just getting a more detailed view what happened within that time frame. So here's the 1-hour chart as opposed to the daily like we were looking at. And you'll see there's about 24 more candles. Now, if you scroll to the right, you can zoom out or stretch it, I should say. And then if you want to stretch it longer, you can do that. So you can get a good detailed view just like that. And then you can see what happened during that time. And you'll know, once you understand how to read patterns and everything, you'll see, okay, here's this price. It peaked up here, peaked down here. This is a good sign that it's potentially either going to drop significantly or there's a pattern where it could also go to the upside. And we'll talk about those different patterns and what the probability is and how to react, because trading isn't about so much knowing where the price is going to go, it's about reacting to the price. So this next video, we're going to talk about price action. Price action just shows where these candles are all together.